It's your boy Online Davo, and we back with another video. Look, we got a video about David Hoffman. Could this ever run on television today? The black man and the white man. Now this is a video from like an episode or like a TV special from like 1968 or something like that, and it was pretty much an episode to show the other side and other stuff that was going on in America regarding like race and how people were living in the ghettos and stuff like that. And we're gonna take a look at this because I'm pretty sure there's a portion in here where they are debating and talking, and I think it's good to learn some new stuff. And like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff currently that's going on, but it's always a good reminder to go back and see if there's parallels, to see if we're having the same arguments but with different faces, or if things have changed, or if we're being honest, to see how much stuff hasn't changed. So I think this is a nice little video. So just sit back, relax, and hopefully we learn something new. Come on.
You want to know what in the hell a ghetto was like? You want to know what in the hell it's like to live on the stinking west side of Chicago? Well, me and my little black brother are going to show you, Whitey. Watch this.
I'm Dave Dugan, and we've invited a cross-section of concerned citizens to a meeting in Chicago. Our question is this: will anything move the white man and mobilize the black man to end the domestic war and bring about a constructive peace? The place we've chosen to ask that question is Chicago.
My name is Russ Meek. I am a writer, a musician, a poet, and I live in the black ghetto on Chicago's west side. This somewhat imposing building, the Chatfield Apartments, is my daily abode. I am one of those who love Stokely Carmichael. I am one of those who believe that nonviolence is the philosophy of the fool, and that we are a new breed, a class of black men and women who would rather die on our feet than live on our knees.
Ooh,
This
shit.
is also...
Damn, Russell, you talking like that, my brother? He ain't lying though. I think that there's definitely some people out here who's got really comfortable, and that's a part of the condition. You feel me? That's a part of the programming, because there's people out here who definitely know that this shit ain't right, that there's definitely some discrimination, there's a lot of shit going on that's fucked up. But do I care enough to disturb my own peace to make some change? See, that's the question that people aren't asking themselves. Like, yeah, it's a lot of fucked up shit, but what are you doing? What part are you playing to start some change? You feel me? Are you having conversations with people? Are you going on these social media platforms, spreading awareness? Are you out there, learning about politics and the way that it plays within society and stuff like that, So it's like, you comfortable in life, but you also, you want to fight for more, because they only going to give you what your life is supposed to be given. You feel me? So.
Street where people live. This is not Washington Street, this is Maypole Street. When I was a kid, a maypole meant a festive celebration. And I think of drowning people being told, don't try to swim. And when you look at this street, you wonder about the man on the stoop. You see him in his red shirt, and you ask him, how are things going, as I did, and he'll tell you, not so good. This too is my neighborhood, where my black brothers and sisters live and die. And this guy, he's just back from Vietnam 4 or 5 days ago. And when we talked, he told me one thing sure, that not like MacArthur, he will not return. What are they fighting for? Well, maybe for these guys, these Madison Street merchants, these exploiters of my people.
Ooh.
Yeah. And look, not only do they exploit us, but they also have fringe benefits, like that.
Wait, what the fuck he just do?
They exploit us, but they also have fringe benefits.
Yeah, see?
Like that. I bet they're...
I'm telling you, man, they'll come inside, they'll come to the neighborhood and disrespect the people there. right? It's like, damn, bruh. You know, and you already know they giving out these loans to these people. They're like, shit, you know what? We're gonna give you a loan. You're gonna go start your business over there in that neighborhood. You're gonna make that money. You're gonna send that money back to your people. And you're gonna do what you're gonna do. But we already know most of them who have these convenience stores and these corner stores in the neighborhood, they're not investing money back into the neighborhood. They keep that shit to themselves. They don't have no connection to that area.
Daughter would never marry a nigger because her daddy would lynch him. And here's the liquor store, along with the bars. White owners? Yeah. White managers?
Yeah, I seen that shit. Rothschilds?
Nigger, because her daddy would lynch him. And here's the
Rothschilds. Damn, them niggas had their hands everywhere. I've been needing to read about them too, because they got their hands on everything. Lord.
liquor store, along with the bars. White owners? Yeah. White managers? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then black power works too. Ask A&P. These guys are now managers. Yeah, that's right. And why? Not for humanitarian motives, but because black power stepped in. Gee, look at this. They sell everything in the way of food. How about those garbage cans? Last week I saw a young black boy,
Damn.
about 7 years old, eating from them. Yeah, in the midst of plenty, they starve.
Shit.
But here we see them telling jokes to colored kids. Oh, yes, that's what they said. I said, what are you teaching them? They said, oh, nothing, we're telling jokes. And around the corner, they eat out of garbage cans. Hey, this guy don't make...
Damn, that's crazy, huh? That's so crazy. Like as I got older, bro, it's like you really don't know what people would be going through at home, man. Like you'd think like the way you grew up is probably like, it could have been better, but trust me, someone had it worse. You know what I mean? Someone definitely had it worse than you. You know, and it's like damn, you got little kids eating out of trash cans and all that. But then next you know it, like you said, just around the corner, they telling jokes, laughing with their friends, all type of stuff. You know, but it's like they're just a victim of the environment. They're a victim of the circumstances they were born into, you know? And it's like, shit, what you gonna tell a 6-year-old, 7-year-old nigga, pull yourself up by your bootstraps? It's crazy.
It's many a meal. He's a little con man, yet he has the dignity of futility. He graduated from the back alley blues and came around to the walk, the street. See those cars passing by? Want me to tell you why? They're the colors of the flag, blue and white. And the Gestapo keeps going by and by. Here are the young guys who we might say are the counterparts.
Wait, what did he say?
They're the colors of the flag, blue and white. And the Gestapo keeps going by.
Oh, Russell already knew the Gestapo. Oh, see? Russell Meeks was calling them Russell Meeks was calling them the Gestapo in the 1960s, 1968. Hey man, you know they all have the same motive, but just depending on their uniform, they get to talk a certain way. Okay? And when I mean talk a certain way, I mean a police officer and an ICE agent, the same shit to me. Alright? They all working for the same fucked up system. It is what it is. Just hopefully you run into a good one. You know what I'm saying?
And by. Here are the young guys who we might say are the counterparts of the garbage cans. Yeah, that's right. They're a little baby black soul brother eating out of a garbage can. But listen what they've got to say. Dr. King, Whitney Young, Roy Wilkins, Reverend Henry Mitchell. Do you speak for them? Hell no.
And I'm just for violence, that's all. I'm tired of it.
Prayed too long.
I'm tired of it. We just beg and beg and beg, and he keeps saying no, 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 no. I'm tired of it.
The white man gave me everything now that he has deprived me of, my people of, for the past 400 years.
Ooh.
I could still not forget the slavery that he has taken my people through
Come on now.
for 310 years.
That brother
In
knew.
other words, there's no compromise.
That's right. There has to be
can't.
complete separation.
You can't. Ooh, controversial. But my thing is, I understand though, my brother. I understand. You feel me? Because look, you gotta remember, this is 1968. This isn't 2025, 2026. This is 1968, where niggas still getting lynched. You could get snatched up one day, your homie could get snatched up one day, and you'll never hear from them again. It's still those times. You feel me? And then generations, just a few generations before that, niggas was still, you feel me? Plantations, all type of shit. You know? So it's like I understand. Like I can't compromise these people. These people are crazy. These people are evil. You know what these people done did to us. It's still fresh. It's still fresh in their mind. Shit, it's still fresh in ours, but it's really imprinting their brain. They grandma or great grandma. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you, bro. But like you said, niggas ain't trying to sit there and beg all day. They finna say, fuck it. If you ain't trying to give it to us, we gonna take it from you. And you know, that's how all change in the world goes, bro. They're not gonna give you no freedom. You gotta take your freedom. You know what I'm saying?
Is this a school or a meat factory? Where a young man who wanted to learn about black history was told to go back to Africa. White principal, white vice principal, white counselors, black students, 1/4 of whom graduate. Gee, look at this beautiful black woman I'm talking to.
White teacher, white counselor, only 1/4? Damn.
White principal, white vice principal, white counselors, black students, 1/4 of whom graduate. Gee, look at this beautiful black woman I'm talking to. Yeah, she's a college grad, a statistician, brilliant, articulate, but oh, so revolutionary. Baseball diamonds are surely in the rough these days. Here they play. While a dog dies in the alley. Rats eat cheese. They also eat babies. We say no more to the rats, and we say no more to you, white America. The die is cast. You shall pay for the past.
That's his neighborhood as he sees it. Mr. Meek, why do you suppose that it's actually been relatively cool in Chicago this summer? Is it because things are better in Chicago than other cities?
Well, first of all, the question of cool is relative, because what the white media and the white power structure means by cool means that on the surface they don't see anything. But there's revolutionary ferment in Chicago, perhaps more so than any other city.
Well, why hasn't it erupted, sir?
That's a question you might ask the white folks. See, because we don't go around advocating riots, we advocate revolution. And a revolution takes the form that's necessary for it to be victorious. See, you might ask Reverend Mitchell, because he has the vigilante force out there in our neighborhood, he says, patrolling the streets to keep the niggers quiet.
Well, Reverend Mitchell is here, and you did mention it in your film, too. I think we should right now go to Reverend Mitchell. You can stand, sir, if you'd like. It's easier, I think.
Yes. My name is Reverend Mitchell, president of the North Star United Missionary Workers of America on the Chicago West Side. The Bible says, let every man be persuaded by his own opinion, but though let it be a good one. We realize and understand that there are problems amongst the Negro community more so than any other community.
Okay.
The aim of our organization is to sit down and study the problem and take the proper approach to try and solve the problem.
For those
Nigga, we know what the problem is. Fuck you mean? You already know what the problem is, bro.
Town, sir, could we just quickly clarify what your committee does? Do you work in the same neighborhood that Mr. Meek lives in?
Yes,
the West Side?
West Side, national-wide. We own the entire state of Illinois.
Well, do you have a different program than, say, Mr. Meek does?
Well, our program is not hate.
It is not hate?
No, sir. Our program is to try to solve the problem with love.
Well, let me say something clearly, because
Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, man. Solve it with love. That's what they want you to do. To solve it with love. No. You gotta meet these people where they meet you at, man. Fierce. Ferocity. You know what I'm saying?
horse and buggy techniques don't work in the jet age. And what Reverend Mitchell, when he says Christian love, it means Uncle Tomism.
I'm Helen Brandenburg.
Hey, what did he say? He caught that nigga.
And what Reverend Mitchell, when he says Christian love, it means Uncle Tomism.
I'm Helen Brandenburg. I'm a lay speaker for the Methodist Church. I have a daughter, and when she was 18, she represented the United States as a history major. And she's been at Columbia University. And she met a young boy who is an all-A student at Columbia. He is a Negro boy. They are both 19 years old, and they have just been married. His mother is from White Plains, New York. His father is a doctor. Now, I have the most wonderful Oh, I just think that the new world is going to be wonderful. These are 19-year-old boys and girls. They are married. They love each other. My daughter has been raised as a Methodist. For 20 years, I have served the Salvation Army at Camp Lake, Wisconsin. And there, my daughter has learned to be with little Negro children and love them. And I never thought anything about her marrying one. I have 5 children. I have a Methodist minister.
But the way they used to just throw, oh my gosh. The way they used to say little Negro this, little Negro that, that's so crazy. Wow. But I mean, yeah, but it's like, damn, bro. That's why I want to watch videos like this, because it just shows you a different timeline, bro. A different timeline. We got all this technology. We might as well use it. Fuck it. We might as well use it to learn, to do some good, man. Okay, go watch some old videos of these conversations people was having within the community, you know, within these little neighborhoods, you know?
And he is 28 years old. He's the youngest boy in the Rock River Conference, and he has just married a Chinese girl who is herself also a missionary.
So you believe in Christian love, then, the same as the Reverend does?
Well, this is what our children are doing today. This is a wonderful thing that we can look forward to. America, 19-year-old children who are students at Columbia, who have, they have learned about religion from their parents, and yet this is what it has been interpreted to them, to love one another. They're going to grow up and raise children, and that's what America will be.
This boy back here?
Yeah.
Well, that looks like the boy that was in the film, I believe.
Yes, I'm one of them. My name is Reginald Dobbs. I live at 3319 Maple. One of the...
Maple Street. That was the street we were just looking at, where they had the kids eating out of the trash. Damn, okay. I'm not even saying that trying to be funny. I'm just saying, like, that's where you get a picture of where Brad live at. All right.
Get those areas that was pointed out in the film. I'd like to direct a question to Reverend Mitchell. Do you think that we will be satisfied with the jobs they are giving us?
Yes, son, I think so, simply because we are asking that you be trained on the job, and they start you off with a certain salary starting rates, and you would be promoted up to the maximum of the job.
No, I don't believe that. The white man is gonna keep you where he got you. You're not going no higher than he wants you to go. And we ain't gonna settle for nothing but all the way. And about this violence and non-violence, I'm for violence.
Damn right.
Because we have pleaded for the last 400 years.
Yeah.
What would you say?
Done pleaded for the last 400 years, begging these people, can you please stop being barbaric? Can you please act like a fucking human? Can you please act as if God is actually watching you? They've been pleading since forever. You know what I'm saying? But so it's like, how do you, these same motherfuckers today would tell this person, you acting like a victim. Nigga, what? This is real life, bro. Just the same way I'm talking on this video, and y'all gonna see this. Just the same way you're watching this video. This a real person and really in a hall of people talking about the struggles that's going on within this community, man. But motherfuckers say they just playing the victim. Nigga, huh? Come on, bro. I'm trying to tell you, man, you can't negotiate with racists and terrorists, bro. Domestic terrorists, too. You feel me? So it's like...
A boy like that, because this happens to be, coincidentally, the young man in the group that Mr. Meek said you did not speak for. How would you talk to a young boy like that?
Well, I would say I would definitely have to use the Bible, Mr. Duncan.
No, I want to hear it.
Man.
Well, this is my only way.
I ain't no Uncle Tom.
Well,
See,
salvation
you
is
can't
free, son.
brainwash me.
Jesus said, first ye
Okay.
seek the kingdom of
shit.
heaven and its righteousness, and all of these things will be added.
I mean, shit, damn. He felt this way in the 1960s. He said, nigga, I ain't trying to hear none of that Bible shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. For real. I want some real change. I feel it, though. I get it. I get it, man. If you going through all that, but we live way more comfy than they were living, bro. So if we feel this way living like this, how you think they felt? You get what I'm saying? So it's like, hell yeah, he could be like, man, I ain't trying to hear that Uncle Tom shit, bro. We want some change. Nigga, stop cooning. You feel me? Hey, I feel it. I'm not mad at you, bro. Speak with your chest, brother.
Heaven is on earth, mind you, brother.
Yeah. Let me see.
You have anything more? How about the other lab?
Where you gonna go when we start revolution? Whose side are you gonna be on? Are you still gonna be on your knees begging for us jobs?
I will, as Mr. Meek said, he wouldn't die standing on his feet rather than to die on his knees. I will die standing up for God.
Okay. Yeah, see? See, that nigga dying on his knees, bro. Why, bro, try to skedaddle his way out the question? Nigga, is you gonna be with us or you against us, bro? Cause that's what type of timing they on. Shit was real. I'm trying to tell you. Like, we got no time for no fence sitting, my nigga. Okay?
God ever told you to let this white man rule you like he is?
Well, young man, you first must be born again. God is a spirit.
I ain't born again. I ain't got to be born again. See, I was born in a new generation. Your mother could have brainwashed you, but can't nobody brainwash me. I'm ready. It's gonna take young boys like us to
damn right.
win the revolution.
The white people's...
And he ain't lying, and it's still taking the youngins now, you know? And it's not even no offense to the older people. It's more so, y'all did what y'all could with the time y'all had. Now it's time to pass that game along. You can still be for it, you know what I'm saying? But it's time to push that information to the younger generation, you know? Like, that's why I'm watching videos like this. Just to get an understanding of the mindset. Just to get an understanding of what was really going on. That you're not going to find no video like this in your history class, bro. You feel me? So it's like, it just shows you that no matter how much time goes by, that it's kind of still the same. You still need people that's going to fight for the cause. You still going to need people that's willing to risk it all for advancement. You still going to need people that's willing to go all the way. They want to go all the way, and they have to be perfectly fine seeing no benefit from it. That's how I really got to get, you know? But you got to ask yourself, are you ready for that?
Realize today that they was wrong for enslaving the Negro. The great mass. May I finish? I'll wait it.
What did you say?
The great mass. May I finish? I'll wait it. Why, if you so militant and so intelligent, why don't you keep your mouth shut?
I'll tell you why, Reverend Mitchell, because I'm sick and tired of you standing up there on a television camera, a black man with a white heart and a white face. You're a black Anglo-Saxon. You're a disgrace to the race to stand up about a white man loving you. Ask Medgar Evers' wife. Ask the parents of the 3 civil rights workers in Mississippi. Ask Jimmy Lee Jackson's mother. Ask Grace Louise of 5 children who was shot in the head because he's riding with a black boy in the car. You stand there and talk like a unmitigated...
Oh my God. Talk to that nigga Meeks. Fuck you talking about? Bro, get this nigga out of here, bro. Hey, look. Black body, black face, white heart, my nigga. White heart, white soul. Brother, you have been compromised. Okay? And that's the thing, right? And the worst part is he's this reverend that be preaching this godly stuff, and it's like, damn, bro, you're not even. And I'm sure that he, whatever way he thinks, he truly feels that way. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna get a benefit of doubt, I'm sure he's really, the way that he thinks is the best way for the community. But my nigga, the way you're thinking isn't getting us nowhere, gang. All right, we've been thinking our way for forever, and we still got scraps. Okay, so it's like, he a part of the community with the church and all that, and you know, people respect his word, but they respecting Uncle Tom. We're not trying to hear none of that peaceful shit, man. They feel so sorry for enslaving the Negro. Barely, nigga. This 2026, Reverend Mitchell, they still trying to get back to that time, man. They still miss the good old days. So it's like, this should let you know, man. This let you know, even in worse times, within the community, there was still motherfuckers out there that was like, y'all, look, everything's okay. Like, nah, nigga, fuck out of here.
Fool. I thought you were more intelligent.
I'm intelligent enough that I don't want to listen to your dribble.
May I finish, young man question? Son, I'm sure that the great mass of the white people realizes that they was wrong for enslaving the Negro.
Let's get this lady back here.
My name is Jean Williams, and I'm...
You see, that's the thing, right? They could feel wrong for enslaving us, you feel me? But it's about, you're still participating in the system that was built off it. Are you willing to strip away your benefits from you being a white person in America? Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to fight against your benefits? That's where the real change happens. You feel me?
A civil rights lawyer. What has kept Chicago from erupting has been the open suppression and Gestapo-like tactics that the Chicago policemen have initiated in the black neighborhoods. Wherever there are 5 or more Negroes congregated, they move in, they break up those groups. I know what I'm talking about. They break up those groups and they shuttle everybody off to jail. Now, sooner or later, there are going to be enough families deprived of their breadwinners and their loved ones that Chicago isn't going to be cool, regardless of how much praying Reverend Mitchell does.
We have a Chicago police official here.
Okay.
Chicago police commander to respond to the charge about police.
Now let's keep in mind, this is 1968. I keep on saying that because I really want y'all to put into perspective the time then. It's 1968. So when motherfuckers talking about the police just snatching motherfuckers up for just gathering, they're snatching people up for just gathering. Okay, this is not no source, context. No, nigga, this is real life.
Repression in Chicago this summer? Is there an official of the Chicago Police Department who could answer that?
Sorry, I'm here as an observer and not to give comment.
You're not to give comment, sir. I see. Well, let him make his one statement. That's all right. Fine. Go ahead, son.
As I was going back to see, he pointed out for me that I could go back when I want to. Go back to where? Huh?
Because you weren't free. You can go any place you like.
Go anywhere
Sir,
you
could
want.
you stand up? We can't hear you. Could you stand up over there by the microphone?
You mean to Africa? Do you mean to Africa? Do you mean to Africa? We are not Africans no more. You have raped our great-grandmothers and stuff and changed us.
Excuse me.
We are not, okay, let me finish, and gave us a name as a Negro. I am not a Negro. A Negro is a person with a slave at the man. I just want to tell you that. And don't say nothing else to me.
Sir,
Hey.
did you want to say something, Mr.?
Ooh, hey, that youngin', hey, look, I feel it, bro. I feel it. That's the type of time I'm on, man. Go back to where? Nigga, this my country. What are you talking about? My people probably been here longer than you, nigga. So it's like, yeah, hey, let's clap it up for bro. Let's clap it up for bro, man. This is what I like to see. This is what I like to see, man. It's sad that this was like 60, 50-something years ago. But it's like, damn, man, you know, this lets you know that niggas been getting put in check. This also shows you, even during the time in which it was more allowed to be openly racist, niggas was still bitch made. Niggas still couldn't stand on business. So that shows you that these racist people had always been cowards. They just benefited from a society that allowed them to be openly racist. But once, if you really a racist nigga, you gonna stand on it no matter what. No matter the circumstance, no matter the situation, you really gonna stand on it. But that lets you know most of the niggas is bitch made. And that kind of makes it worse because it's like, wow, you're a bitch made racist, but you're trying to convince other people to be racist too, and they're gonna be bitch made racist also. And then you know how it go, but yeah, to that fuck nigga.
Okay, this lady back here, please.
I would like to direct one of my
Your name, please.
Mrs. Fiedler of the East Avondale Community Council branch of LSNA. Mr. Meek, I recognized much of your film. Is this the 3100 block of Maple?
33 and 32.
Fine. 32 was where I was raised. Looks quite familiar as it did when I lived there. Marshall School still looks the same also. And there was more than 75% colored when I went there. You know, we got along great. Some of, all of us got along together very well. I recall very few colored and whites fighting. We were friends. When there was any arguments or fights, as there usually is, as you call it, the ghetto, we seemed to stick together. The colored stuck up for the white, and the white stuck up for the colored.
Well, they couldn't have a mind like I have. They had to be all the time.
What is your point,
No,
ma'am? Do you feel that the...
I arose
your point,
in
Shawty.
this neighborhood. I lived in the slums. I'm not ashamed of it. You know, nobody helped me get where I'm at. I scrub floors. I scrub floors.
Oh man.
It doesn't make any difference. The friends that I graduated with have jobs and homes just as I have now. And they were colored.
You just don't get it.
And they had a chance. They sat right next to me in class. The teacher.
They still didn't get it. I mean, if they haven't got it now, then whatever. You know what I'm saying? But damn, she still don't understand the privilege that she has as being a white woman in America in 1968. But I guess it's kind of different when you're living in it, but because, you know, it's your normal. You know what I'm saying? You have these opportunities or you're normal. You feel me? But when you're the one benefiting from something that you have grown accustomed to, that's kind of been told that it's your right to have that benefit, when other people see it, they able to call it out, but you can't because you're used to having it, you know? But as soon as people start to acknowledge and start to show you that you no longer have that benefit, that's really gonna let you know, all right, is this person standing with us or against us? All right, is they gonna try to hold on to their privilege they have in this white supremacy society, or is they gonna come to the right side and fight for some change? But the sad thing about it is most people will continue to fight for that benefit that they have, but they'll tell you that they're fighting for your well-being.
You listen to them just like she listened to me. And it was that same house that you showed me on that film. So then, I am as the same as these boys here. Because I seen little white kids as well as colored kids together digging out a garbage can.
You're not the, what the fuck, what? No, you're not the same as them. No, you're not. You have two different life experiences. A white woman being in America and a black man being in America. Come on, man. In the 60s, stop.
Not separately. Together,
I don't
we walked the
understand
alley.
what you're talking
we
about.
walked Madison Street. We tripped over probably the same drunks in front of Rothschilds that are still there now. So what about me? Am I a poor white person? God help me, give me mercy. I want white power then. What
sure
about
you do,
Broadway?
and you should have it, baby.
What
You
about
got it.
Broadway? What about Clark Street? What about Wilson Avenue?
Well, you want to let me address
where
myself,
the
too?
ignorant white people are.
What about them?
We
they
have
got
a
their own
problem,
problems,
too.
baby, and I think that the white people
Okay.
should have white power. I'm talking about black. You see, talking to you is an exercise in futility. I want to get this clear. I'm not talking about white people. Man, you solve your problems. You use force or violence, whatever necessary,
No,
and I
we
don't
don't.
blame you. And if I had the thing you had, I wouldn't want to give it up either.
Do we come and march and you say,
Well, I just tell you. See, this why I fuck with Russell Meeks, bro. You know what I'm saying? He keeping it real with them. If I had your benefit, I would probably want to keep it too. So I understand to an extent, but it's also like, don't say it's wrong, but then keep on fighting to keep that benefit. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't try to act like you don't have a benefit in society. And that's what this woman's doing. That's why he like, look, shawty, talking to you is just a waste of my breath. Okay? Be gone.
look at our poor people, look at our hungry
No,
babies.
you don't have to come because we can't solve your problem. You have to
right.
solve your own, and we want to solve our own.
By violence?
Who said anything about violence? Everybody here is talking about violence, but
He
Russ
said
Meeks.
he believes in violence. I want to
Doesn't
know
he have a right
why.
to? They're going to take him in a few years and teach him to kill with the best weapons
They
available.
taught my brother to kill too.
Okay, so
And
ask
make
the
a
United
man
States
dead.
government.
Ooh, that nigga talking. See how they do? Man, he cooking her ass. You see how they do that? I don't see it. Talking about something. You talking about violence? Why do it matter? The government gonna snatch him up anyways and send him off to some war. Why it matter if you talking about violence? They gonna teach him to be violent anyway. You feel me? So it's like, oh man, I tell you, man, if it's always a problem when we want to do something, we have our own thoughts, we have our own methods of doing something. It's always a problem, bro. But let the government, let a majority of white people be for that same exact idea, they're gonna be all for it. Just because a black person does it, that they demonize it. You know, she go from he talking about something, they're gonna send him to war. She's talking about, oh, just like my brother. You just don't get it, shawty. You just don't get it, and we don't expect you to get it. To be honest, especially during this time, 1960s, we don't expect you to get it. You know, but it's like, come on, man. Just let you know they have been ignorant since the beginning of time, bro. Had to be. They had to be ignorant to let it go on for as long as they let it go on.
About violence, baby. They live on it. They thrive on it. They're enmeshed in it. This is the most violent society in the world that you run, baby. You hung black men up by their heads and cut their bodies to pieces. You burn women to death. Yes, I got the pictures on my wall. I was tied to a tree by the clan that had a knife run through my body.
You never seen white people killed though.
White people, I'm not worried about them.
Oh my
I
gosh.
watched them die in front of me.
That's tough.
As a kid.
That's tough.
That nigga here with that's tough. Sucks to be you. But you see, it's always a whataboutism with these people, man. It's always a whataboutism. You know your trauma and your history doesn't compare, so why try to make it compare? You just make yourself sound stupid.
That's tough, but we're talking about black power, black society,
That's all we hear.
divorce
So
from
you
white
wanna hear
society.
somebody else's
You were
side.
here at a town meeting. Go home if you don't want to hear, baby. Go home. Because we don't need you.
You don't want to hear us, you go.
No.
I'll let the lady speak, because...
Nah, she was saying some bullshit, man. Let the lady speak while she's just saying some. Oh my gosh.
A little louder in his voice. I think this is a very interesting point, and I'm, you know, it's an amazing coincidence that you did live in that immediate area because we had no idea that was going to be the.
Exactly. That street.
Do you still live in the area?
No, I don't.
Why?
And you're.
It looked just like that when I did, though. Sure. And Beidler School. Do you know Beidler School there,
Yeah,
Mr. Meek?
You
could move
Do you know
wherever
the
you
old
want.
school?
Yeah, I
The
know
old one with the wooden floors?
Yeah.
I walked on them. There's a new school
you want a
there
medal?
now, isn't there?
You want a medal
I didn't
something,
get
baby?
no new school, but
You
I'm
want a
not
medal?
complaining.
Give it a CMH.
Let's let her
She's for a white person.
Hold it, Mr. Meek.
You're the one that's crying the loudest.
Who's
I'm
crying,
trying
baby?
to
I'm
deal
not
with it.
crying.
I'm
Do
trying
you know
to
the difference between defiance and a cry? You're talking to a black man, baby. I don't cry to white
I
folks.
talk to them all
I'm
my
talking to
life.
my people, not even to
I
you.
talk to them all
Hold
my
it, Mr.
life.
Meek.
So you're singing the...
You talking to a black man? I don't cry to white folks. Come on now. Do you know the difference between defiance and crying? Oh, this brother was cooking. They stood no chance. They stood no chance.
But you're blaming us. We got a right to
Blaming
stand
you?
up and defend ourselves.
Defend yourself. I glory in your spunk, baby.
Hold it, Mr. Meek.
Wipe the blood off your hands
Hold
before
it.
you
There ain't
stand.
no
Hold it.
blood on mine.
All right, ma'am.
You got the pictures. I haven't.
Hold it,
Yeah,
folks.
No,
well,
I'm
conscience is
not
bothering
guilty
you.
of
Ma'am, I'd
nothing.
like to let you say this very succinctly.
Are we wrong because we're white?
Yeah,
Are we wrong?
yeah.
Well, then maybe we should shoot on the other foot now.
Well, your men seem to like our women so much we get a little confused.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
All right, we're going.
Yeah.
I will in a second, but I just want to clarify this. Your point simply is this, ma'am. You believe that when you lived in the neighborhood where Mr. Meek
Yes.
does, there were 75% Negro then, and you say that the friends that you went to school with, as well as yourself, worked their way out of the ghetto.
That's right.
And you believe that anybody can do it if they want to?
That's right.
Let's let this gentleman back here.
You see, hey, nah, you know you said some dumbass shit. Everybody started laughing. Hey, man, I love my black people, man. I love my black people, man. We gonna laugh at your ass. You say something stupid, nigga, what? You see how you sound?
Here's a... Let's...
Mrs. Williams, Miss Williams,
All right,
I
we
think
have one
white
man
people
here.
have to talk to white people and tell them why they're wrong.
Here's a white
I
man.
think,
Let's let him
like,
say
white
this.
people have to tell some ignorant white people that they should start listening to Russell Meek and Gene Williams and Dick Gregory and Bob Lucas. And I'd like to ask this woman if she honestly believes there isn't segregation in Chicago, and if she's been to the schools. I teach in the West Side. My name's Richard Kelly. I teach in upper grade center in the West Side. And next year, conditions are worse than last year. I have 39 in the class where I had 35. We have a white principal, white assistant principal. The Negroes that teach our school are afraid to open their mouth because they're afraid that they're going to lose their job, their times. There's a lot of segregation, not only in house. You can go in the different neighborhoods. Ma'am, I don't see how you can sit here and dare to talk to Russ Meek and say there isn't segregation in Chicago.
The whole thing comes
Could you
down...
identify yourself, please?
Elmer Lazar, Chicago, Illinois.
See, that's what it comes down to, man. They're gonna always need to be educated by someone that looks like them, cause they're never gonna respect our word. To put it simple, they gotta go through it themselves. Okay, that's just the mindset that they have been accustomed and programmed to have of never believe the black person. Black people just complain. Black people are liars. Black people, they don't know anything. All right, their IQ is, they're genetically, all that little shit. So like you said, for change to happen, they gotta listen to their people. You know what I'm saying? We didn't already try to tell them what's up. We've been telling these niggas this shit since the 60s, 50s. This is 1968. People still ignorant, been ignorant. You feel me? So it's like, if they haven't learned by now, they're gonna have to just learn by experience. Sorry, this is the America you created, all right? Get used to it.
The whole
Are
thing...
you with an association, an
No,
organization?
no, just individual.
All right, go ahead.
The whole thing here comes down to education, rather lack of education. Now, to prove this to you, I was an employment manager of a firm that employed dozens of Negroes 5, 10, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. And we were looking for a truck driver several times, not just once, dozens
Damn, 20 years ago? The 40s, 50s? Okay.
of times. We used to interview colored fellas that come in, you know, from 18 to 30, any age. And out of 25 colored fellows that came in to apply for the job, only 3 or 4 could talk, could read and write English. 3 or 4. Now, these were newly come Southerners from the South, see. And only out of 25 fellows that we interviewed, only 3 or 4 could read and write.
Bro, you just said most of them came from the South in the 40s and the 50s? Bro, what? They had to teach themselves that shit, man. You lucky they like what? What are you talking about? But you see, this is the thing, right? He's not even taking that in the area they was in, how the racism, oh my gosh, it's like damn, bro, like it's kind of like I'm lost for words. I'm a loss for words, bro.
In 1950, 1952, 53, 54, 55.
So your point is?
What can you do with the people that they sent from the South that can't read and write? What can you do with the people that have no education? Now, well, we have to educate. The South should not be allowed to send these colored people up here. Rather, they should educate them. They should educate them, see? That's the point.
How about this gentleman in the front row? Would you identify yourself, sir?
I'm Reverend Emmett G. Davis, the Executive Director of the North Suburban Organization for Fair Housing. There are a couple of points that I want to speak to, particularly to get back to originally the way we started out.
Yes.
We're caught now in this trap between whether we're going to follow Dr. Martin Luther King with a nonviolent approach, or whether we're going to follow my friend Russ Meeks here with a violent approach. We're at a loss to know what to do. We tried Dr. King. We're afraid to try Meeks.
Are you afraid to try Meeks? You're afraid to try Meeks?
Some of the people on the North Shore are afraid. They've gotten a little sophistication because they've been able to move to the North Shore.
Are these Negroes you're talking about?
Negroes, yes.
Middle-class Negroes.
They've been calling the police department in Evanston, hoping there's not going to be a riot in Evanston. They are afraid, too. Now, how do you reach these kind of people?
Well, you feel the middle-class...
Mr. Meeks to tell us this.
The middle-class Negroes...
The middle-class Negroes who have become complacent, who fear the revolutionary lower to lower economic class Negroes.
Well, Mr. Meeks, want to...
See, that's the thing, right? That's what I'm telling you. You gotta be able to risk it all. But once you hit a certain stage in your life, you're like, ooh, that's a lot of... I done spent years building this life up. I don't know if I'm be able to go out there and march. I don't know if I'm going out there to be a part of the revolution, y'all. Like, it get like that, man. And they talking about this in the 60s. So it's like, they definitely like, okay. Man, it's interesting, though. It's interesting.
Respond to that.
Yeah, I'd like to respond because I think that you sound like a reverend. Thank goodness there's some people like you left.
Thank you.
I might even come to your church one day and see what you have to say. Man, what a breath of fresh air. I want to say that...
Hey, that nigga Meeks. Hey, Meeks petty as fuck. That nigga Russell Meeks was slick out the mouth. I respect it, though. He said, look, hey, you sound like someone I could get behind, man. You sound like someone I could support. I may even swing on by. Fuck it.
Yes, because, see, first of all, there's a mistaken notion. The Watts study, which they just bought out, proved that the middle class black man is much more violent than the so-called lower strata.
Well, that differs from what you're saying.
Well, you see, when you talk about people in North Shore, see, here's the point, which, I'm talking to black folk now, you know, that no matter what happens, the dialectics of the situation are going to make you either get off the fence or crawl in a hole in the ground. It is the ability to take your own resources and develop a culture, a society, a community of our own, the way we want it, free from white interference. And we give you the same privilege. We're not interested in interracial housing. We don't want your neighborhood. We want ours to be just as good.
Yeah.
We don't want a store in your neighborhood. We don't want you coming in our neighborhood and open up stores and exploiting us and then go home and throw a bomb if we move next door out in the suburbs. We don't want your schools, but we want our schools to be the highest and the best possible for our black progeny.
Yeah.
See, what people don't understand, we are saying, and we're not asking. You see, the die is cast, as I said. We're not asking. We're saying this is the way it's going to be.
Well, Mr. Meek, why do you feel, as an example, just to zero in on this, why do you personally feel that Martin Luther King's way is not the way to work?
Well, it's very simple to me, because it hasn't worked.
He's talking about new techniques.
I mean, shit. That sounds simple to me, Dr. Meeks. That sounds simple to me. Look, bro, if you keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result, nigga, you're insane. Okay? And I feel like a lot of us are going insane right now, man. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, maybe it's a little bit different now, because we not sitting in, we letting these people do their own shit. We letting them sort out their own problems. We're just bystanders in this that's going on right now. But it's like, he ain't lying. He ain't lying. He been cooking since the 60s, bro.
Up the city.
You don't tie up no city. You don't tie up a city. There's no such thing as massive civil disobedience. There's two things. There's you either have a revolution, because the moment he tries that, the police force with the live bullets from every day talk about going to open up on him. And what's he going to do about the black folks laying out in the street with blood running out of their bodies? You think that then he's going to lose control? Then he's going to run and call the president and say, send the troops in. You see?
Let me ask you a question. What if every Negro employee of the CTA picked one day in September to get sick? Wouldn't that tie up the city?
No, they'd get fired, they'd put white folks in their place.
The Catholic Interracial Council. I'm also a Democrat, and about 1,000 years ago, there was a Greek philosopher who said that those who do injustice are more harmed.
Ooh. Hey, shout out David Hoffman for this video, man. Honestly, I think we definitely got a glimpse into the mind of, you know, people mindsets, especially in the inner city of Chicago in the 1960s, at least off of Maple Street, Maple Ave, you know. And shout out Russell Meeks, man. He was preaching, he was talking to them, putting them in their place, because they love to play dumb. Why do you think black people from the South in the 1940s and 50s, why you think they could barely write English and speak English? Why you think, nigga? Like little shit like that. And did she try to go in here and compare herself to growing up as a black boy just because she grew up in the same neighborhood that was apparently the ghetto? But that's the thing, they don't even understand the privilege they have. As you can see, the teacher, he knew, he understood, right? But it's like, it's gonna take for their own people to put them in place, because they don't respect our word, right? And honestly, after all this time, it is what it is. You feel me? If they never respected it before, they're not gonna respect it now. And they're gonna have to get their wake-up call. And I'm not waking them up. They gotta do it themselves. They better set an alarm or something, because shit is getting real. All right? But let me know if y'all want me to do more videos like this, where we just sit back, relax, learn some new stuff, because I definitely throw it in the rotation. But that's all I gotta say. I'm gone. Peace.